Okay. Good evening, Natasha Cole. I'm a global messenger and a health leader. I am going to introduce Chase Chase Taylor. Chase Taylor is a Special Olympics Connecticut athlete and global messenger and author and illustrator of the Letter Critters book series. Chase loves letters. He shares his letter characters to teach children the alphabet and challenging words. His books include the Letter Critters biographies, and the Letter Critters talent show. Chase attended Waterbury Career Academy and is pursuing a degree in digital arts at Naugatuck Valley Community College. Welcome to the Zoom meeting. Yay!
Excellent job, Natasha. Yes, welcome, Chase. We're thrilled to have you here tonight. You are not only a Special Olympics athlete, but also a global messenger and have been for, I don't even know how many years, a long time, right? He's a photographer who's been taking some pictures at some of our events as well, and a very accomplished author and illustrator. So if you don't mind, I'm going to start asking you a couple questions. I'd love to hear from you, and we're really excited to hear you read your book at the end of the session. So we'll leave some time at the end for that. Sound good?
Okay. Sure.
Okay. And I am going to... all right, here we go. All right, let's get started. So some of these questions are from some of you guys too, so which is great. And if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat. Our first question, Chase, for you is what was a little related to Special Olympics before we jump into the book. What team are you with and what sports do you play with Special Olympics?
Okay, I'm with the Waterbury Pal, and I usually play basketball, softball, and track and field with them.
Excellent. And how long have you been an athlete with Special Olympics?
I don't know, I think it was since like 2005.
Great. Let's see. What do you like most about being a Special Olympics athlete?
I'd have to say like playing different sports and getting lots of medals.
Excellent. Probably a lot of people would say the same thing, right, in this room. And what do you like most about being a Special Olympics global messenger?
I like just being able to like give out what I feel about it, and just being involved with their activities.
Excellent. All right, this is a question from Kimberly, who's on the call. Kimberly, are you there? Raise your hand there if you're on the call. Is she here? There she is. Hey, Kimberly. Excellent. Kimberly asks, what made you decide to become an author?
Well, when my mom saw my illustrations, she asked if I wanted to try to make it into a book to describe what the pictures were about, and I decided to try that.
Great. And it obviously was very successful.
Yes.
Great. Another question from Kimberly. How long have you been writing for?
Like, I've been writing since 2016.
Great. A little over 5 years. Great. She also would like to know, how do you know what to write about in your books?
Well, it just comes to me in my mind, and also on like little notes, and just what I feel is more suitable for my like talents and what I feel like trying out.
Excellent. So you really are creative to come up with these critters.
Yes.
Awesome. And she also wants to know, how do you know what to write? Okay, what is your favorite book that you've ever written? So you've written 3 of them. Do you have a personal favorite?
Well, they're all pretty good, but I do like the talent show book I wrote.
So that's your 3rd one that we're all going to get a copy of, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Was it easier as you kind of went along in writing one book after the other? Did it become easier or was it more challenging, would you say?
It became a little easier.
Yeah,
Yes.
excellent. Okay, our next question is from Allie. Where's Allie? Raise your hand, Allie. There she is. Awesome. How long did it take you to work on the book or all of the books?
Well, for the latest ones, it took me like a few months, like about like 8 or 9, just
Mhm.
to get everything to be perfect and to get the schoolwork out of the way.
Great. Excellent. She also wants to know if you can autograph the book that she gets. So she knows
If it's all right with
you
you,
think that's going to be
Chase.
possible?
Sure, I can do that.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's why I
Nice
can read about your
question.
lifestyle.
All right, I did see a question in the chat box come from Bobby. He wants to know what your favorite sports teams are.
Oh, well, I don't usually watch sports, but I had to say like the Yankees.
Nice New York team. Excellent. Thanks for that question, Bobby. Where are you? Raise your hands. There you are up top there. Excellent. Great. We have a couple more questions for you if we can keep going. And anybody else that has a question can type it in the chat box. Yep. Okay. Alicia had a question. Let me pull that up. Hold on one second. Bear with me. Okay. Going back to her text message. Oh, she wants to know what you do for a living or maybe what you would like to do for a living. We know that we heard that you're pursuing your a degree in digital arts at Naugatuck Valley Community College. What would you like to eventually do with that degree?
I'd say like try making some YouTube videos with animation, like my own like YouTube series based on
Wow,
my
very
favorite
cool.
shows and franchise.
Nice. Alicia's on the phone. I don't know if you could hear it, but she really likes that answer, right, Alicia?
Nice.
Sweet. Excellent. She likes the animation part. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Why did you decide to write more than one book and do a series of books about the letter critters?
Well, when I first made the first book, I thought it would be fun to like have some more ideas right based on them and to like I have a lot of ideas in my mind, so I just wanted to try those ideas out.
Nice. When do you usually get your ideas? Like I know sometimes like people wake up in the morning with really great ideas or late at night or when you're walking or when do they usually come to you?
Well, you usually come at random times, like when I'm watching certain things, and I just feel like imitating some of those certain moments I watch.
Nice. Excellent.
Yep.
And another question for you. Why did you choose to use animals like bears and foxes and squirrels and letters together in your illustration? What was in the inspiration for that?
Well, I really love animals, and I was really drawn to like cute little animal characters that I've seen before, like those stuffed animals, and I thought it would be fun to like combine them since they're two of my favorite things.
Excellent. I love that. Great. Let's see. When you're creating your illustrations, what do you use to do them? Do you use colored pencils or markers or paints or some other kind of medium?
I
What do you like
use
to
a
work in?
computer. Oh, I use a computer to make my illustrations.
Ah, is there a particular program that you prefer?
Yeah, there was Outrage, but right now I'm using Photoshop.
Excellent. Cool. I would love to learn Photoshop. Is it really hard to create on there or not so much?
Not really.
No?
No.
Nice. So when you put your books together, what usually comes first? Do you usually work on the words or on the illustrations first?
I work on the illustrations first.
Interesting. Great. See some more activity in the chat box. Okay. Nice. Okay, great. Robin has a question in the chat box. What made you want to write a book? We might have covered this again, but I'm going to ask it because she might have missed it.
Okay, it was when my mom saw my drawings and she gave me an idea to make them into a book. And I said, okay.
Nice. What would we do without our moms, right? They're the best.
Yeah.
Alicia's saying, yes, they are. So yeah, we know that you recently did, or I don't know if people had heard, but we put it on our Facebook page, the Special Olympics Facebook page. I see you, Ashley. We put it on our Facebook page that you recently did a book signing at a Barnes and Nobles, which must have been a really great experience. Tell us about that.
Oh, it was pretty good actually. Well, I get to just wait at a stand and autograph some books that people order and buy. And I also sell some other stuff like my cards and just to tell them about my stories. Oh, and read them too.
Oh, excellent. Great. Excellent. I see Ashley has her hand up. Would you mind taking a question from Ashley?
Sure.
Go ahead, Ashley, unmute yourself and ask your question.
So for this book, I have no idea what this whole Zoom call is, but for your book, is it a chapter book or is it just a normal book with like different things in it?
It's a normal book with different things in it.
So you're going to get a taste of it because Chase is going to read it at the end of this question and answer portion.
Okay.
So hang in there, Ash. Thank you. You want to take another question from the audience here, Chase?
Sure.
Okay, Aaron, how about you? I see your hand raised.
How you doing, Chase?
I'm all right. Thank you.
Good. I saw the not the video. I just saw it on when you got accepted a award from the state from the Capitol about you doing your books and everything else. So I think it's fantastic about what you're doing though. My only thing I'm going to tell you is just keep your mind on those books. You can come up with some very, very, very good creations. Heck, you may meet a lot of different celebrities who will give you good creations about what things are out there and everything else. So because I tell you, if you keep your mind straight and just do it right and just do it good, and guarantee you may become the next book storyteller like Stan Lee, who did cartoons and all that stuff. I was watching one of his movies on Peacock Channel last night, and it was really cool. It was very understanding. He was just like you, very inspiring.
Thank you. I plan on doing that, like taking it to the next level.
Well, we're getting a lot of questions for you here. There's a couple more in the chat box. So let's see. Logan wants to know if you get any money from the books that you write.
That's a good question.
Maybe Mom, the manager, would know that one, right?
Oh, yeah, I do. They do pay me some money for my books.
Nice.
Sometimes they,
Justin
yeah.
asks, would you think about, and I think you've already done this from what I know, reach out to NBC Connecticut and Renee at iHeart to help promote the books. And I think you've been on a couple of TV programs and radio programs, right?
Oh yes, definitely.
So you have your own cable show that you do.
Yep, Sky Cable 13, the Social Chase.
Excellent, excellent. So we'll have to send the link to everybody so they can tune in. That would be pretty cool.
Yes.
Oh, and he donates the money he receives. Isn't that wonderful?
Good.
Excellent. Mom just chimed in. Thanks for that, Helen. Allie, would you like to ask a question?
Yeah, so Chase, what do you actually do with all this TV stuff and publicity you do?
Well, usually I just sometimes I promote my videos like on Twitter and just get good feedback on posts I made. And I
Nice.
just say thank you.
Are you thinking of making a career out of this?
Yes, I am.
Cool.
Like-
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Great. Natasha's had her hand up. Why don't you go ahead and ask your question, Natasha?
Of course. Good evening, Chase. How are you? Will your inspirational books that you write, will they be published by New York company?
Your company. Never actually thought about it, but that would be kind of cool if. it was
That would be pretty
more
cool.
popular.
Thanks for that, Natasha. Carly asked in the chat box, have you gotten so many people who want to buy your book?
Yeah, I have at a book event.
Excellent. Yeah, those events are really great for promoting it and getting people aware of it, right? And I have a website, so you guys can check out more. I'm going to share in my follow-up note to you tomorrow.
I got one other question to ask Chase.
Okay, let's just raise our hands. Yep, use the raise your hand or chat box. Go ahead.
Okay. Chase, I work at a nursing home in Shelton, and with elderly people. Do you mind if I bring one of your books just to read out loud to them, just to share with them?
Oh, sure, you can do that.
Thanks, Chase.
You're welcome.
That's a really great idea, Allie. Nice.
Yes, I work with them so much.
Perfect.
Oh,
Okay, we just have a
excellent.
couple more questions, and then we'll have Chase read his book. I know we're all waiting to hear that. So let's do a couple more questions. You can still type them in the chat box if you want to.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi. Oh, Ashley, how are you? Okay. So the next question is, what advice do you have for other people who would like to write their own book?
I would say just keep your keep being inspired and just don't let anything stop you from doing what you really love. And
Awesome. I think that's awesome advice. Has anybody here ever thought, raise your hand if you ever thought about writing a book before? Maybe after tonight's session, you might consider it. Bobby, great, excellent. I see a couple of hands, Ashley, great.
I started my own cookbook.
Good. So
Awesome.
this is would you say this book is a little bit more geared to children?
yeah, I would.
And have you read it to an audience of children before? And what was the reaction like?
Oh yeah, I did a bunch of those like last year for different schools, and they're impressed actually.
Excellent. Excellent.
Oh,
Angie had a
Chase.
question in the chat box. It says, do you have to make a lot of edits before putting out your book?
Yes, I did.
Excellent. But that's how it gets better and better and better, right? I know I edit my work constantly, right?
Oh, Debbie, just that you know, I'm a self-advocate coordinator from DDS, and do you like part of CTFSN West Region, Rachel Kessler? She works with families and also children. Do you think your books would inspire CTFSN? Because Rachel, she's part of the Northwest corner. She works with children and families. Do you think your books might go to the Northwest corner? You know that because since I'm a self-advocate and I work with Rachel. Yes.
That would be kind of cool if that was in the Northwest, since there are
I
some
think it's a
like
great way to let more people know about it, right?
yeah, I don't want it to be like nationwide.
Excellent. Yeah, I think if you guys have people that you'd like to share Chase's book with, I think that's a wonderful thing. You know, they might not know about it, so you can introduce it, especially if they work with children, like Natasha mentioned. I think that's really great. Thank you for that. Chase, would you are you considering writing more books about the letter critters or about other topics?
Yes, I'm actually working on another book right now.
Could you tell us a little bit about it, or is it a secret?
It's a word book.
Excellent. Excellent. I love like word books and word games. I think they're really interesting and they keep our minds active, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. And I think we talked about this already, right? This question you probably answered. We know you're working on getting your digital arts degree and been taking classes and working to achieve your goal. How's that been like, taking the classes and kind of working towards that degree?
They were pretty good when I was working with them and doing
Excellent.
different projects.
And I think you talked a little bit about creating YouTubes and videos and things like that as goals to use that degree.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, yes, that's right. I plan on working on those.
Excellent, excellent. Um, let's see, I got another question coming from Justin. So I don't know, Chase, if you remember him or heard about him, but one of our friends from LETR and a group of officers, the one that spoke with us was Dave Mallier, and he wrote a book. And so he's
Oh,
Justin,
yes.
who's on the call here, is asking if you would work with Dave about writing a future project together, since you both are authors. So maybe we can put the two of you in touch.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be really
Let's see.
cool, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So do you have any other goals for the future that you want to share with us, whether they're related to writing books or other kinds of goals?
Yeah, trying to have my characters become a cartoon on maybe PBS or on Netflix.
Wow, that's fantastic. Really,
Yes.
really cool. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
We'll all be your supporters and your fans.
Mhm.
And we tune in all the time. And what would you say at this point in your life is the accomplishment that you're most proud of? What do you think about
I
that?
would, okay, I guess I would say like making a video project with my characters for one of my classes, and maybe just starting off being an author.
Excellent. Right. I mean, that's huge. It's a huge accomplishment. Most people don't accomplish that in their lifetime. And you've written 3 and illustrated, right? Done both, 3 books
Yes.
already and working on his 4th. So pretty amazing. Well, I think that's kind of all the questions. Let me just check the chat box
Oh, yeah.
and see if anything else has come in. Bobby wants to know, what is your favorite music do you like, from Bobby Peterson?
Well, I have a bunch of music I like. There's like 70s music and R&B and jazz and yeah, I have a bunch of music.
Excellent. Great question, Bobby. Thanks for that. All right. I think that without further ado, I think we should have Chase read his book. What do you think?
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. So I am going to that's okay. All right. We'll see. Thanks for being on, Alicia. Take care. We'll see you soon. All right. So Chase, take it away.
Okay, hang on, just let me pull it up.
Sure. Take your time.
Okay.
We'll give you a second. No worries.
Okay, just
So if anybody is thinking about writing a book, does anybody want to share what they would write their book about while we're waiting for Chase to pull up his book?
Nope.
I
No?
would.
I have hip hop.
Okay, raise your hand or write it in the, oh, here we go. Okay, we'll come back to the question. Let's continue with Chase. Go ahead.
okay. Okay, here is the sorry, the Lettercritters Talent Show, written and illustrated by me.
Is that the one we're gonna be getting?
Yes. Today is the Lettercritters Talent Show. All of the critters in Letter Critter Town are excited to perform today. Letter Critter H goes up on stage to host the show. He announces which letter critters are going to share their talents. Letter Critter N is the only one who does not participate in the talent show because he is very negative. No need to worry, he will change his mind.
Debbie, do you think I should get off now because I have hip
Okay,
hop?
that's okay, Logan.
What did I?
Okay. The Violettes start the show with their latest song, A-E-I-O-U. And here they are singing. Letter Critter B blows beautiful bubbles of all her favorite shapes. You can see which kind of shapes they are in the bubbles. Sorry. And is still not interested. Letter Critter D does a drama where he is a doctor knight trying to rescue a damsel deer in distress. You see there's a dragon right here and a deer in the castle. And D trying to rescue her with his syringe sword. Letter Critter F flies up on stage dressed like a fairy. She plays a fabulous tune on her fancy flute. Fabulous. Letter Critter G plays groovy tunes on his guitar. And you can see there's grass in the scenery. Letter Critter H walks on hot coals all the way off the stage. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. You probably would not want to try doing that. Letter Critter J performs her jumper jacks joyfully in a jumpsuit. Right here. Letter Critter K kicks her kickball, while Letter Critter C catches and throws it back to her. And you can see.
Oops. Oh, Chase, could you unmute? I'm sorry.
Done.
I just wanted to mute everybody else.
Okay. Letter Critter L limos under a log pole. How low can he go? Letter Critter M makes his most favorite meals to share with his friends after the show. And you can see there's like a bowl of macaroni, and this is supposed to be a meatloaf. Okay. Letter Critter N now decides to join the show. He nibbles all his nourishing noodles in under 9 seconds. See? Letter Critter P paints pretty pictures. His personal favorite painting is a slice of pizza. This will make you hungry. Letter Critter Q conducts a quartet of quacking ducks and quails. And you can see there's a pond in the background. Letter Critter R shows off her most radical racetrack she made for her racing cars. It goes round and round. Like this. Letter Critter S, the snake charmer, serenades snakes with a saxophone solo. And usually snakes prefer like the lute or flute music. This one prefers the saxophone.
Cool.
And you see there's the sun and desert scenery. Okay. Letter Critter T does his most tremendous tap dance. And this is and you can see him on the cover page. Letter Critter V does ventriloquism with his vulture dummy named Val. Letter Critter W wows the crowd with her wonderful wig wardrobe. And you see a bunch of wigs in here. Letter Critter X plays a xylophone while doing a handstand. She also takes x-rays of boxes to show what's inside them. And you can see she's playing a xylophone and just walking on her hands at the same time. And in the box, you can see the number 6. Letter Critter Y does yoga while playing with a yellow yo-yo tied to her toe. Like that. I mean, like that. Last but not least, Letter Critter Z zips and zooms really fast across the stage until he gets tired. He'll get some Z's later. And you get tired from running too fast. Letter Critter H returns to the stage to announce the winner of the talent show. Letter Critter D does a drum roll. The winner of today's talent show is all of the letter critters for making this such a fun day. All the letter critters from A to Z showed they enjoyed the talent show with cheers and claps. Letter Critter H was congratulated for hosting the best talent show in the Letter Critter town. And you see a bunch of trophies with each having a letter for each critter on them. The end.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Great story, Chase.
Thank you.
Fantastic, Chase.
Give me some good ideas here for my future use.
So I think, so Debbie, just let you know,
Okay, remember, we're going to raise our hands
I
or
like
chat
it.
in the box just to make sure everybody has a chance. But okay,
Oh.
go ahead, Natasha.
So I have second younger cousins over in the UK, and they are really happy to get your copy of the book. They would love to see that also.
Oh, that's good.
Mhm. What do you think? What do you think,
Excellent.
Debbie?
Yeah, we'll see if we could get some extra copies if people would like some extra copies to share. Okay, so let me know and we can kind of work on that. Robin wants to know, where do we purchase extra copies of the book? So
You can-
I'm wondering, is there a link, Chase, that we can go to online to purchase them as well?
Well, yes, you could actually buy them on my website or on my store on the website. I'll just send you a link.
Excellent, and I'll make sure I share that with everybody. So yeah, so everybody here will receive one copy, but then if you want to buy extra copies, you can go on the Chase's website to purchase those. That would be great. Just kind of taking a look. Let me check the chat box and then we'll look at hands up. Jen says, great job, Chase. So does Angie. I couldn't agree more. Let's see. Oh, another thing I wanted to ask you about, Chase, since we have a few more minutes here. Your animation project, is that something that you could tell us about or share with us?
Oh yeah, sure.
That would be great. Here, I'll kind
Sure.
of pin you
Oh.
at the top.
Yeah, I'll try to put the link in and just try to get it here. Or I can just share it right now.
Excellent. That would be cool.
I have it. Thank you.
Oh, and I see the website there. So we will, for the store, I'll make sure to share that in my letter to you guys tomorrow.
I have it, Debbie.
Okay, great.
I just took a no.
Ah, great.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I found video. Just need to share it now.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Those are normalized I created from the beginning. Enjoy.
It's amazing.
That's good. K-I-O-U. That voice is in there somewhere. Can't see what it says, John. Yeah, that's the website. It's creating it. The development into video. Thanks for watching, credits.
Nice.
Outstanding.
Thank you.
I'm amazed at the detail in your characters and the way their eyes blink and the motions and everything. I think that's fascinating.
Thank you.
So we had another comment in the chat box from Robin. She said, I did claymation in high school, similar but not the same. Have you ever tried claymation or done claymation?
No, I don't think I have.
Interesting, good question. Brittany, do you have a question? I see your hand raised there. Brittany, do you want to unmute and ask your question? Brittany?
Yes.
What's your question?
What is the letter critiker?
So it's the characters in Chase's books that we just looked at. Those are the letter critters.
Okay.
Thanks for that. All right, I see a couple more hands up. Do you have time for a couple more questions, Chase?
Yes.
All right, Dan, how about you? You haven't asked a question yet. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Oh, just make sure you're unmuted, Dan.
I'm trying to face on what I want.
There you go. Yep, you did it.
A face on. Hey, Chase, I'm gonna ask you one question.
Yes.
Me. Are you interested in the Marvel superhero comic books? Like
Yeah, like they're fine. I mean, they're cool. Yeah.
And two, Stan Lee is a superhero ambassador. He created a superhero kind of people. And he's an ambassador of the Marvel superhero kind of guy. And two, my birthday's coming.
Oh, that's good. Happy early birthday.
Nice. Thank you for that, Dan.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anybody that hasn't asked a question yet that would like to? If not, we'll go to the folks that have. Albert, go ahead, Albert.
Chase, what is your favorite? What is your favorite story that you have written?
Okay, I think it had to be this one, the Town Show one, or it could be the ones with the biographies.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Excellent. Aaron, did you have another question? I see your hand still raised. Or is that from the last time?
Yeah, I do though. I realized that when he created all his characters and everything else though, I think he should do next time, like when he does more of that, he should put like some of his music that he likes from his background, like come up with like ideas, like say if you have one critter that looks like a superhero, or if you have one that has one where the girl will see needs help and everything else, like if she's driving or something like that, or like say you have, just kind of like good ideas though. I was just bringing some ideas to him, to his book, like next time when he does another book though and everything else. So
that's a nice idea. Use it in my book.
I mean, the only thing with that, because now if you can do that though and come up with the background music, like something like just start off like an introduction, and then work on something just like a little bit slower, and then it goes a lot bigger and bigger, and then after that just bring it right down to the end and just slow it down and everything else. So I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I do actually have ideas about giving my characters like theme music. Thanks for the suggestion.
Cool. Excellent. Allison, Allie, do you have another question?
Yeah, I got a two-part question to ask Chase and one for you, Deb.
Okay.
First of all, Chase, does your books inspire by music by any chance, or just all like silent cartoon characters?
Well, So far it's just silent.
Oh, okay. And the other question is, if I was gonna buy books from you, can I try to get some copies for my friends if I can, like depending how many I can get?
Sure, you could do that.
All right. And Debbie, my question is for you. Can you send my book by mail? Because I don't think Mom and Dad want to go out in the mess with all this COVID nonsense.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we'll be sending the books to you so you don't have
Yeah,
to
because I don't think Mom and Dad want to go all the way to the store just to pick one up.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. We'll definitely send them out to you guys. No
Thank
problem
you.
about that. Thanks
I hear you.
for asking.
I hear you on that. I hear you on that, though.
Keeping
I hear you on
everybody
that.
safe these days, right? I know. Hang in there.
Yeah, it's
It's-
So
harder.
what a perfect way to spend the time when we're stuck in the house is to read a good book, right? And I love
Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with the cold coming
or
already.
share it with somebody else. I saw it in the chat box that Carly would like to share it with her nephew next time he's over. So what a wonderful idea. And you know, it's really cool because like what do we do as global messengers? We kind of like advocate for the things that are important to us. And you know, kind of supporting each other. Like Chase is a fellow global messenger, so we're all kind of like helping him spread the word about all his talent and his books. So I think that's really kind of a cool thing. Ryan, do you have a question for Chase? I see your hand up.
Yes, I do. It's a two-part question. One is I'm going to send one of his books to my grandniece, who is in Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Ooh, getting some exposure in Canada, Chase. I love that.
Nice.
And the other one for Chase is I want to see how's life treating you?
How's life treating me?
How's
Yes.
life treating you?
How's
Oh,
life
it's
treating?
so far it's going good.
Good.
Thank you. Same with me.
Cool.
I love all the positivity in this group. You guys are the best. Excellent. Let me just check the chat box. I think we kind of covered everybody. Natasha, did you have one more question for Chase?
Yes, I was wondering, like, since I have second cousins, how would they, like, I mean, how will I ship them that to the UK and so on, you know, that sort of thing.
That I don't know. Well,
Maybe you could talk to your parents about that, Natasha, or the post office would probably be able to help with that, right?
Well, I don't mean the post office, but I mean, like when I go onto the Amazon.com, you know, like maybe his books are on there, so like maybe like typing my family's address, so I can send it to there.
Yeah, try to do
yeah,
that.
that could work.
And Chase was kind enough to share the link to the bookstore in the chat, and I'll also share it in the follow-up email I send to you all.
Yep.
Okay. Well, what a wonderful session this has been. I mean, it's great to have a special guest who's talented and accomplished, but one that's also a global messenger, just like all of us, is really, really cool. So a big round of applause for Chase, right?
Hey, Chase, keep up the
Thank
good
you.
work.
Thank
I
you,
will.
Deb.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good job.
And we'll get those books out to you. Thank you, everybody, for joining the call tonight. Look forward to working with you throughout 2022. I'll send some follow-ups in an email tomorrow. Can't wait to get my copy of the book. It sounds like Chase is going to autograph them for us. So what's better than that?
How much points is it for
I'll
tonight?
get
It says that
I'll
they're
get
on Amazon too. We just read in the box here that you can get them there too. So definitely we'll be able to get that information to you. What a joy it was though to have the author actually read the book to us, the best way to experience it. So thank you again, Chase. Thank you all for being here. We'll be in touch. We'll do this again on the 27th when Angie will be leading the call with Caitlin to talk about our health programs, and hope to see you all then. Stay healthy, stay safe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deb.
How many points is this, Deb?
1 point for everybody.
One.
being on
Oh,
the call.
1 point. Same thing with the other
Chase
one.
gets 5. Chase gets 5.
Perfect.
Oh,
All right.
terrific. Good
Good night,
to see ya.
everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye, thank
See
you.
ya.
Good night.
I'll get it.